Hey guys, um, another day looking rough, but that's to, I guess, just get used to seeing this rough of a face. I didn't look great to begin with, but I look rough, I can tell. Um, Sorry, I'm going hoarse. My allergies are bothering me, so that makes it even worse. But, um, I just wanted to do this quick update because I know a lot of people are worried after, um, I said that he's going to have to do dialysis and everything yesterday, and it was still just another whirlwind day. Um, to start off, I want to kind of explain his blood levels. His potassium is okay. It's staying within a kind of normal range, and that was the main thing that we was worried about. But his phosphorus and his calcium is down dangerously low yesterday, and his phosphorus was dangerously high. We didn't talk too much about the calcium. It was more the phosphorus because it was way too high. But a normal range, I think he said it was between 2 and 4 or 5, something like that. It low. So when he got admitted, it was 2.5, and it's slowly been creeping up since then. He literally showed, every single blood draw what it was doing. So he explained a dangerously high potassium level is a 9 or a 10. Well, his last blood draw, when they decided to, start the dialysis and everything, his level was at 18. So that's almost double the dangerous level. So you could just tell yesterday, and they said that it would get worse before it got better. Which is what we started seeing yesterday. But on the upside, with his phosphorus levels going up, the good thing is that did show that the chemo he received the day before, even though it was a half dose, is actually killing and eating or disintegrating that tumor. So, it's showing that it's working. But with his levels being so high and the tumor is dissolving into proteins, his little kidneys can't filter all that out. So that's why they did the dialysis. So, with the dialysis, sorry, I'm trying to think. I'm not trying to not look at you guys or, just be quiet and run this video on, but I'm just trying to think. With the dialysis, they come in and said, okay, we're getting this done. This is what got to be done. And me and Bradley understood that, we come into this knowing that there was a good possibility of him having dialysis, because during the night before, they tried to give him oral medicine to bring his potassium down, and as soon as it hit his stomach, he threw it all back up. So which is unfortunately a side effect of the chemo. And then when he tried to receive oral medications, later on yesterday morning, he didn't even get a full dose before he was throwing it up. So they're like, okay, this is enough. So I don't think we were able, like I said, we knew that dialysis was a pretty good shot. We knew it was coming. But I don't think we prepared ourselves for what all that entailed, and what it would look like on his little body. So they put him yesterday. I want to say they started doing all this 10:30, 11ish, somewhere around there, I think. Come in and said, okay, we're going to start. He needs a tube. He needs a special tube placed for the dialysis. And this is something that we didn't even really think of at the time, is that, with the dialysis and where the tube is placed, he has to be put to sleep. So they put him in a medically induced coma, because if he even moves just a little bit, it could cause a major bleed, because the tube, or the catheter, whatever you want to call it, is right here in his jugular vein. So if he even moved just a little bit, pulled at it or anything, he would basically bleed out. So they put him in a medically induced coma. They put that in. Well, first off, they had to put a breathing tube in. So he's got a tube going down his throat and a tube going up his nose now as well. I don't know. I'm not tech savvy at all. But I'm going to try and at the end of this video and put a picture in of what our poor baby looks like right now with all these tubes coming out of him in every which way. I don't know if that's possible, but just a warning, you can hardly see our baby for all the tubes. But yeah, they put him in a coma. They put the breathing tube in. They put the nose tube in. I think that's another drainage thing. I'm not for sure. And then the doctor used an ultrasound to precisely place his dialysis tube. I think I'm going to end up calling it a catheter. I don't know if it's a catheter or whatever, but his dialysis catheter is right here in his jugular. And then they placed I can't remember what it's called, but it's just a little bitty kind of like IV thing that they put it in his arm somewhere, back of the hand somewhere. And it gives them a real-time blood pressure, and that way they can keep a constant monitor on his blood pressure, instead of doing a little blood pressure cuff every however many minutes or whatever. So they just needed, with the dialysis, they needed a real-time blood pressure to keep a check on it and everything. So of course, we couldn't stay for all these procedures going on. It took, I want to say, almost 3 hours from start to finish. That's from putting him under, to, okay, we're done, you can come back in. So we were able to go back in and then watch them set up that dialysis. And one thing I do want to kind of gripe about is that with this whole coronavirus, it's putting the medical field on hold, because they, the poor woman that was trying to set up that dialysis machine, she kept complaining this machine is so old. They actually had to switch machines because the first one broke. The second one was being ornery. And this whole coronavirus, like the doctor explained, that they had new equipment getting ready to order it literally right before the coronavirus hit, and now everything for the medical field is basically shut down. They can't get new equipment. And that breaks my heart, because like Doc could have a new dialysis machine instead of the one that he's got. And I don't think it's fair. Sorry, I'm going on a little rant, but I don't think it's fair that the medical field that's treating, that has to deal with this corona stuff, is not able to get the supplies that they need to be able to save people. I don't agree with it. I don't know. Your opinion may be different than mine. I don't know, but just anyways. So it took almost an hour of between fighting with the first and second machine, to finally get it set up. It finally decided it wanted to work eventually. So we stayed in there with him until they got the dialysis started and going and everything. And of course, he's in a medically induced coma. So at that point, I had been up well over 24 hours. I hadn't gotten any sleep yet. And Bradley had barely slept the night before. And I had called him at like 5:30 in the morning yesterday morning saying, can you please try and get here before 6:30? Because you're not allowed in between 6:30 and 7:30. Or anybody to come in or out, because that's shift change. I said, I just need a break, please. Can you please try and get here? So he had not gotten much sleep. I was up for over 24 hours at that point. So we made the decision to both go to a hotel since he was actually asleep. And of course, our mom and daddy hearts are like, no, you need to stay. You need to stay. You need to stay. But the medical staff did make a good point. We need to take care of ourselves to be able to take care of him. So at that point, we made the decision to go to the hotel and get some rest. So at that point, it was going on almost 4:30. 4:30, something like that. So we went, got the hotel. Luckily, the one that we were at, or that we eventually ended up at, it wasn't actually, there was a mishap somehow with the hotel system and everything, with the one that our pastor had got for us and everything. But we just ended up buying a night at a hotel out of our own pocket, which it wasn't that bad. It was only $80-something, so it's not too bad. But anyways, we were lucky in that there was a city cafe literally attached to the end of this building. So we was able to order, and Bradley just literally walked down there, picked up our food, and come back, and we ate in the hotel. And then I just basically passed out. I could hear Bradley talking a little bit. I answered some stuff on my phone before I fell asleep. But then I passed out, and I didn't wake up till almost 6:30 this morning, so I slept almost 12 hours, which I'm not proud of, but I guess my body really needed it. But yeah, we come home for a few minutes to get, for me to film this video, because I didn't want to film it in the hospital and getting everybody's way and everything, and we needed some stuff from home, and we figured, well, he's asleep, we can do this now. We did call the hospital just to see how he was doing. The nurse wasn't able to leave him because for some reason our baby boy, he's fighting the sedation, so he's actually been waking up and fighting the sedation, which he needs to be able to be still and everything like that. So the nurse was having to stay with him, and this was just relayed through a message and everything. But we're getting ready to leave now to go back to the hospital. So I don't know if there will be a lot to update tonight, tomorrow, or anything like that besides his levels or anything. But I do want to say a quick thank you to everybody again that's donated, sending love, sending prayers, everything like that. Y'all have been such an amazing group of people. And there's a lot of people that my friends have been, sharing the snot out of everything that they can. And we're getting donations out of Chicago. People are, some of mine and Bradley's good friends know people in Chicago, and we're getting donations out of Chicago now. I never thought that when this whole journey started that we would be getting donations from so many people that don't even know us. That, we're just sending love and prayers and, donations and everything like that. It's just so amazing to, that our baby boy is so loved and people don't even know him. And that's just, like I said, it's so amazing. So I don't know when I'll post a big long update like this again, like I said, but sorry, I'm still tired. Like I said, I woke up with sinus issues. My throat hurts from the drainage, and it's been a long couple of days. I woke up and I couldn't believe it's already Thursday. It feels like a dream, really. Feels like I haven't really woke up. And I can't believe it's already Thursday. So anyways, like I said, I'll try and do a picture at the end. I don't know. I'm not tech savvy. It might not work. But anyway, see you guys later. Bye.